Yo, what's good guys? This is like Krow. How y'all feeling, man? Hope y'all been doing good, man. You feel me? And your boy is back creeping in with another video. And we need a Krow Call every now and then. You feel me? Alright, yo, so let's start with our first topic of the day, which is the $70 price controversy. And so if y'all wanna pick up the new hotness from Nintendo, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you're gonna have to be dropping $70 on that one. Boo-hoo, but it is what it is, man. You know, the $70 price tag is a widespread thing at this point. And when the first $70 price tag game dropped on PlayStation, you know, the gaming community was definitely in an uproar. The fact that, oh, now we gotta charge $10 more on these video games, which is insane. But you know, inflation is a thing. You know, the price of groceries, the price of necessities is a thing. I'm not gonna deny that. But listen, like, as soon as Nintendo transitioned from the 3DS to the Switch, they felt that a strong need to have the Switch be a console-like experience, and this justifies a $60 price tag. You know, from I believe it was $40 for the DS titles. So $60 is a big jump up from that. And the whole appeal of it was that you got to play Skyrim on the go, which is a AAA experience. You know, and other first party titles like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and of the like. And listen, like, the $70 price tag now is a bad concern for Nintendo, because the fact that them games don't drop in price, bruh. When was the last time y'all seen Breath of the Wild drop below $60? And you know, believe me, they do have these summer sales every now and then, which is like maybe like a $10, $15 discount, which is nothing, bruh. You feel me? So the fact that Nintendo games do not degrade in value, the fact that they never go on sale, this is a huge concern here for Nintendo fans, in my opinion. The fact that $70 price is a huge concern, and it may deter a lot of fans, like, let's be real now. And so when we look at the Switch demographic as a whole, you know, there's definitely a younger generation that's picking up these titles. And so when you compare $60 to $70 on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, for example, you know, this gives them a incentive to buy Nintendo games. And the fact that Nintendo is technically last gen still is another concern as well. And the nerve of Nintendo, bro, like the fact that they didn't drop a successor to the Switch or a Pro model before dropping the $70 price tag on a game. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this is absolute insanity. And yo, Nintendo gotta realize that they're not the top dog in this handheld console market space anymore. You know, with the Steam Deck coming out, the Steam Deck been out, sorry, and they got their Steam deals over there as well. So yeah, it's not a good look for Nintendo. And I do want to say that the Switch tags just got a whole nother meaning. Oh, you want to play on Nintendo moving forward? You finna pay that Super Switch tax fee, and that's not a good look. So yo, let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, how y'all feel about the $70 price tag for Nintendo. And let's move on to the next one, the next topic, which is The Last of Us TV show. And Neil Druckman on Kinda Funny Games podcast, he did leave a few interesting remarks I do want to go over here. And so on the Kinda Funny podcast, Neil Druckman says, "We did not intend to put in a lot of encounters in the show because I felt that it would be too boring." And this kind of tripped me in a negative light. Like, after the season 1 was through and finished, you know, I definitely felt like there was a lack of presence in the overall atmosphere and the tension of the environments that Joel and Ellie walked through. And you know, episode 1 definitely started off with a bang. You did leave a good impression with the overall car sequence, and you know, showing the dread and devastation of the initial zombie outbreak. But can we really believe that some sections of the highway, for example, when Ellie and Joel were walking, that there were no infected at all? And like, this left a negative taste in me personally. The fact that, oh, The Walking Dead had such a good sense of intensity and dread with infected everywhere all over the entire landscape, and you had Last of Us barely leaving any encounters at all with the infected and the survivors. That just makes it for a super boring experience in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, like Neil Druckman, he definitely did touch base on how these characters would feel in these post-apocalyptic times. You know, we got a good sense of vibing with these characters emotionally, especially with the whole Ellie and Wiley left behind DLC part. I felt like they did that such a really good job with that. And so I do feel that the lack of overall zombie encounters in the show was definitely a slap to those who are fans of The Last of Us. And the fact that they had only just one clicker scene and one bloater scene, like come on fam. Y'all made a big deal to showcase the bloater hole that was in episode 4. And then we just got one scene out of that joint? Come on fam, y'all could do better than that, man. And you know, to have just one bloater scene is just a slap in the face right there, man. And then we have Neil Druckman coming out and saying, oh, the game allows you to use your tools and weapons in your arsenal to create these moments of tension. But he says that in the show we didn't want to limit these encounters because we wanted to showcase more of the drama element. And to be honest bro, like the fact that they didn't allow a second bloater to come out in the show was, you know, a slap in the face. And like I said before, they could have had, you know, much more growth with Joel. If Joel and Ellie fight the bloater, I think that would have been such a, you know, great bonding moment as well. The fact that even in the show itself, if you take it in, like they didn't have too much bonding moments with Joel and Ellie. And what do we really have to show for both Ellie and Joel's relationship, besides the fact that, oh, Ellie would read off the jokes in the pun book, and then we have Joel at the end of the day saying, oh, Sarah would like you because you're funny. And like we didn't get too much dialogue between Joel and Ellie, so, and in that regard, can we really call it a show about love and relationships when the main premise of the show, Joel and Ellie's relationship, and at the end of the day when he saves her from the hospital, why do we as the audience resonate with Ellie so much? And it was because of the rushed pacing of the show being only 9 episodes long, that the fact that we didn't get this side of the story fleshed out, which was really disappointing for Last of Us fans. Now with that being said, I do feel that part 2 of the game will definitely translate well in a TV environment. You know, like seeing the upbringing of the Scars faction, or how about how the WLF was formed by ex-Fireflies. So if they manage to do the whole world building aspect of part 2 in season 2, that would be pretty dope to see. So let me know how y'all felt about the season 1 of The Last of Us. Was it properly structured, or how would you structure it? Let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate y'all making it this far. Y'all are the MVPs, and your boy signing off. Peace.